Welcome to Study Loop.
Hey everyone, today we're answering problem number 14 from chapter 15 of the textbook, which essentially asks if it's not profitable to practice discrimination, why does it still exist in the marketplace? So essentially, I've taken out a passage of our textbook that basically answers this. So I'm going to go through the reading and then I'm going to give my own take on the reading. So I'll just read it out loud. Therefore, why does discrimination persist in competitive markets? Gary Becker sought to explain this persistence. Discriminatory impulses can emerge at a number of levels, among managers, workers, and customers. Consider this situation of a manager who is not personally prejudiced, but who has many workers or customers who are prejudiced. If the manager treats minority groups or women fairly, the manager may find it hurts the morale of the prejudiced coworkers or drives away the prejudiced customers. In such a situation, a policy of non-discrimination could reduce the firm's profits. After all, a business firm is part of society, and a firm that does not follow the societal norms is likely to suffer. Market forces alone are unlikely to overwhelm strong social attitudes about discrimination. So my take on this is that basically society rules economy. You can't have a thriving workplace without it representing larger society. And society will always have a huge influence on the marketplace. So even in competitive markets, you can't just live life blindly without knowing what's going on in society. So prejudice if it exists, you can't take it away. And if you do try and strip it away through non-discrimination, as they say, your firm is going to suffer. It says it's literally likely to suffer. So basically how I'd answer this is that societal forces or social attitudes. Well, the first thing I would say, and I think the first thing from this passage is that discrimination, which I'll abbreviate with DISC, what they really state is that it comes from a number of levels. So it comes from many places. And not only that, it's kind of unpredictable. You don't know who's going to be discriminatory. While the situation given to us states that it could come from the customers and the coworkers, yeah. Even though that's what the situation states, it could also come from the manager, and the manager isn't going to do anything about it. But in particular, this situation explains why it could reduce the firm's profits. So many places, different people. Cause it. It is kind of unfortunate that it exists in the modern day workforce, but if that's the company attitude, then that's the company attitude. So we know that much. We also know that besides the fact that it comes from many different people, places, non-discrimination could reduce profits. And the reason why is that social attitudes trump, no pun intended to Donald Trump, but social attitudes supersede. I guess that's an appropriate use of word. They basically overtake and overwhelmingly influence the marketplace. You can't have an economy without society influencing it, obviously. That's why a lot of people teach economics as a social science, because you have to understand the context of what's happening in the economy. And that discrimination is a part of that. So if more people are discriminatory, non-discrimination could reduce profits. So that's what we learned in our end result. Non-discrimination even if it's the moral thing to do, if you have lower level people who are prejudiced inside of them, like they have that prejudice side, and you put in non-discrimination, they're not going to like that. And then they may not work as hard. They may not produce, sufficient labor for you, which means that your business or your competitive market is no longer going to be in competition. So non-discrimination could reduce profits. And again, that's a byproduct of the fact that social attitudes supersede the economy. So there you have it. If you guys enjoyed my video explanation of this problem, please hit the like button next to it. I hope you all have a nice day, and thank you for watching.